Guys, welcome to my channel Chess Gods. I'm going to tell you the opening name as Stonewall Setup. I created two parts of this video. This is the part 1. Part 2 will be soon uploaded to be waited. And please subscribe to this video. And in this opening, it is very useful. Many people get trapped in this opening, so let's start. In this, white starts with d4, d5, and then white moves e3. He moves his knight to f6. He moves our bishop to d3. He moves his pawn to e6. Then we have to move our knight to d2. In reply, he moves his bishop to d6. Then we have to move our pawn to f4. Then he castles. Then we have to move our knight to f3. And then he moves his knight to c6. Then we have to move our pawn to then we have to move our pawn to on e3, and he have to move our castle. He move his queen to e7. Then we have to move our knight to e5. And here's how the opening starts. This is very useful, and we have a very strong position defending our knight and everything, and it is very useful. We can win the game easily by in the next move we can move our rook here, moving here, and pushing this on this pawn, and in future we can move our queen to h5 and win easily. So d4, d5, e3, knight f6, bishop d3, and knight c6. He moves his knight to c6. Don't be worried. Move your pawn to f4 so that in future he can't move his pawn here, because of his knight he will move definitely his pawn here, so blocking it with our pawns. So that's why we move a pawn to f4, and he has to move his pawn to e6. He has no option, and we have to move our knight to d2. He moves his knight to b4. Attacking our bishop. Don't be worried. Up, be easy. You can move either your queen to e2, and you defend your queen. It is very useful. It is very useful and efficient. So the next opening. So I'm telling you that moving queen is not even necessary. You can simply do d3. If he curtails, you can move d3, and you are simply in a good position. So I'm going to tell you bishop d3, e6, and knight d2, and he moves this time. If he moves this time c5, you can move c3. It is easy and simple protecting. But if it happens later, like bishop d6, then we have to move a pawn to f4, and he moves his pawn now to c5. His pawn is defended by his bishop, so we have to move here also c3, and in reply he moves d4. We cut it, and the part 2 will be repeated soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Please subscribe and share and